All right, good afternoon, all. We are back to the CorelDraw class, and today we shall discuss these subtopics: image cropping with Chef Tool. You can crop with some other tools, um, then grouping, welding, trimming, and the rest. So here, I want us to to have a picture and crop it. I think I have a picture here. Let me pick one of these pictures. Let's say this, for example, and then you right click and paste. This is my picture. You see, this is the different background. Maybe I don't want this background. So how do we crop it? Don't use my picture while practicing this. Use of pictures, use somebody's picture. It's the only picture I think I have here that I can use. And because of the shapes here, I want us to understand some things. So this is the picture. This is your page, and this is the picture. And we wanted to remove the background. That's cropping. If you click on the shape tool and you highlight this like this, you're going to see what I've done. For the first time, maybe I don't want the leg, probably to this point. All right. So you convert to bitmap. You see, when it is converted to bitmap, it tends to be more. This is the original picture, and this is the one I'm going to convert to bitmap. You see how clear it is. It removes noise and all that. Look at this one. You know, there has been transformations from one device to another device and all that. So we're going to use this one. Before you start, if you are learning how to crop, please create another copy of the picture and maybe put in a different page. So if it happens that you had an issue with the one you are working on, then you refer back to the so let's use the one in page 1. Cropping means removing all the background. So when you pick your what do you call it, the shape tool, then it's like while I was reducing this, I've touched some part of the head. So let me see if I can take it back. Okay, we have already done bitmap, right? So you can't undo it. So maybe you start from here, double click the node. What is happening? Okay, you double click the node from here. You see it has created, if you double click the line, it has created a node. You can do something like this here, so you don't run into issues. And then you double click another one here, then you make another double click here. Can you see? One has to be careful. Then if I click on this, this is not the shape of a head. If you click, then you click on what? Convert to curve, then you remove the node. Can you see? You remove this node as well. If you click, there are handles that will help you in adjusting the shape you want. You've seen what I'm doing, right? So, okay, double click, it removes it. You click on this, the handle comes out, then you adjust. Of course, unless if you are a very careful person that you crop the head perfectly. Okay, this way, and then you remove the node. That's how you continue until when you are able to crop everything. I don't want us to waste much time here. It is tasky, right? Huh? Somebody is just looking at me. That's why let me do down to maybe the ears, then we stop because we don't have much time. We started very late today. Can you see what I'm doing? You have to remove this one, but I will do that later. This is the air. One of the difficult areas for cropping. Okay, then you click on this, make it curves, remove it, and you bring this also. Can you see what I've done? You see how it is? Then you go down and continue. So you're removing the background. Actually, we can't finish it now. Let me remove this one and then let's talk about the remaining things in the in the list. We want to do grouping and welding. Let's talk about grouping and welding. Maybe I have two objects like this. Okay, they are colored differently. Maybe this one is blue. So for grouping, if you right click or if you mark select like this and then you click on what? Grouping, groups, it groups for you. Can you see? You can take it anywhere. If you don't want the grouping, you click on group. This is reversible. Okay, so let me return something here. We're done with grouping. Now welding, this is welding. Can you see right from the picture here? Welding, if you click, it welds. Can you see? This is welding. To combine it, there's combination also. So this seems not to be reversible. No, nothing you click, even if you right click, you can't reverse it. Okay, what next? Talk about welding trimming. How do you trim? This is the original things here. I copied them. If you hover here, you see trim. It says what? Cut out a portion of an object by using the shape of another object. It will use the shape of another object and cut it. For example, If you do this, if you click on this trim, now it trims it this. It has trimmed it based on this shape. Okay, this is because this is on top. What if, let me undo. This is now on top, right? Yes. So let's see. Trims. So now it trims. I don't know if you understand what I did. For any object that is on top, it will use the object on top of the beneath object and check the shape of the object on top, and then it will trim the first one. Let me see if you have more than two objects, what is going to happen. Let me pick something like let's say a triangle or a parallelogram. For example, you see these two are on top, right? Let me take it this way. I want to have a shape. They are on top, so let me select the three objects and then click on trim. Can you see what happened? It took the shape of those objects on top of it and then it trims. The reason why we're not having color is that this object is no more closed. Is it? It is not closed because there are openings here. Of course, you can use your shape tool and do some kind of touches here. Can you see? There are openings. Now it becomes closed. If you, even though not really closed, there are other, places here that are not closed. So let's see if you pick the joint, if you pick it and join. Only if an object is collecting a full color that it becomes completely closed. That means there are other places that are not closed for some reasons. So now that is what. Let me move to another page. Can just do right click here. Did I see something? This belongs to the second this page because it's not inside the page. That's why you see it outside. For anything that is not within this area, printable area, it is not going to be printed. Then next is what? Welding. Okay, intersect. Intersect. Can you see one black thing here? It only gives you what the intersect over here. Can you see intersect? This is the intersect of the two. And next is what is the next? Simplify. Trims overlapping areas among objects. Areas that overlapped. When you click, can you see they are also combined? Trim. Just simplify. And front what? You said front minus. It minus the front and it removed it. And this one, back minus front. It minus the back and it removes it. It minus it from the object. It considered everything as one and minus it. And the last one is create boundaries. Create a new object that surrounds the selected object. Can you see? This is created and then it surrounds the entire object. This will really help in drawings. It helps if you need something like this, you don't need to start cropping. Understand? You only reach this and then this is closed. You can give it color, you can give it whatever. So also I think that is combined here. Combine object into a single object with common properties. Into single object with common properties. Look at it. So these are the things. Sometimes someone might be thinking, what's the essence of doing this and that? Unless if you start practicing the actual graphics, you tend to understand. Please, for this, you try to get a picture and crop it. And then when you are done, maybe I'll take time and crop it, and then we continue to use it for some reasons. Please, even though I haven't mentioned this, let me use like maybe just some minutes to introduce this freehand tool. I don't need this anymore. This freehand tool, you see, freehand tool, point line, bezier, artistic art, artistic media, pen, polyline, and all this. You can use this for a kind of freehand design. Maybe if you are designing something with your freehand, maybe you need, if you click for the first time, it gives you node. If you click for another time, it gives you line. If you click again, it gives you this. If you click again, it gives you, then if you click, it gives you a closed something. And then you can also walk around it. If you click, maybe it gives you a code, and then you can shape it the way you want it. See, we're coming up with something. So this is what freehand. Huh? Anyway, I think in the next class we're going to touch all other objects. All other objects. And there's something here called knife tool. Knife. They say slice an object to split into two separate objects. If you click and you hover it, of course it has to be converted to curves. If I give it a fill and right click and click on you need to convert it to curves. Anyway, maybe we'll do that later. I don't want you to go beyond this because of prayer time. So thank you for watching. We're going to stop the video.